Hey, it's Coach M here. Today we're going to talk about the real you, your true self. If I were to ask you the question, who are you? Would you be able to answer it? This is a hard question for you to answer. You'll definitely want to watch today's video. It's coming up. Have you ever had moments when your mind, your body, and your spirit were completely aligned, totally in sync? You felt alive, genuine, able to truly be yourself. Maybe it was a moment when you stood up for yourself in a loving way, or maybe it was a time when you refused to be part of something that went against your values, or a time when you were with your friends and could just totally be yourself, open, honest, carefree, knowing that they love and accept the real you. Chances are you've had moments like this. These were the times that you were operating from your true self, your authentic self. Your authentic self shows up when you're aligned with your values. It's based in truth, love, and compassion. This is when you're connected to something bigger than yourself and you want the best for everyone. It's when you're truly happy for others when they reach their goals, or when you're there for a friend who really needs you, or you forgive your parents when they're not listening to you. Your true self is fulfilled from within. It believes in abundance for all and releases feelings of peace and gratitude. It's your spontaneous, natural self-expression. It's who you truly are. So why don't we always act from this natural self-expression, from this true self? Believe it or not, there's a true self and a false self. The false self is a part of us trying to survive in a comparison-based culture, where we feel judged based on how we look, the clothes that we wear, the friends that we have, the family we're born into. We all have a longing to belong, to be seen as good enough, and to feel valued for being who we are. Unfortunately, we don't always feel like we belong. So we've created this false self to help us survive, to help us feel like we fit in and we belong. This false self shows up when we make fun of how someone looks, or talk bad about someone behind their back, or try to look cool in different situations. The problem is our false self is trying to get our need for validation and belonging and importance met from the part of society that's not living from their true self either. So the cycle of comparison continues, and the longing to be good enough continues as well. It creates this vicious cycle. We're looking for love and acceptance in the very place where it doesn't exist, which is outside of ourselves. Only when we start to see the trap that we've fallen into can we then do something about it. Have you ever looked at a popular kid at school and compared yourself in some way, either thinking they were more attractive than you, had better skin, better hair, a better body, better clothes, or the latest and greatest of everything? If so, your false self had taken over in that instance. It was created from the part of you just trying to survive and get its needs met in the most pain-free way possible. But it gets caught up in the competition and the comparison game. Usually you know if you're operating from your false self if you feel unbalanced, anxious, insecure, or you're pursuing pleasure and distraction to feel fulfilled, or you're worried about what others think of you. Your false self also tries to please others but can leave you feeling depleted, drained, and emotionally numb. And actions coming from the false self often feel forced or fake. Does any of this sound familiar? The truth is, every single one of us has operated from our false self at many points in our lives. Our society makes it very difficult for us to remember who we really are. It doesn't offer much of a safe space to be authentic, especially with all the insane amount of messages that tell us how important looks are and how much our society values being noticed and being famous, or that accomplishments and awards deem our worthiness. How sad is it that we live in a society that doesn't cherish the incredible uniqueness that each and every person has to share? Our worthiness has nothing to do with our accomplishments, not our awards or anything else. Our worthiness has already been decided for us the day we were born. The fact that we exist is our worthiness. Once you begin to see the fakeness and the falseness of a society where so many of us are wearing this mask of the false self, you realize that being your authentic self and allowing others to do the same is the key to changing all of it. You start to see that you have all the power to create an amazing, extraordinary life for yourself. The power comes from within your true self. And as you move closer to your true self, you'll no longer try to get your needs met from the outside. Nothing on the outside can ever give you anything you really need. What's wild and crazy is the more that you get in touch with your true self, the more real and genuine you become to others. And they can't help but gravitate towards you. They secretly will want what you have. And what's awesome is you'll start attracting the right people into your life, those living from their true self as well. For example, I bet right now you can think of at least one or two people that you know, that you admire and you feel drawn to. They aren't afraid to be vulnerable and real with you. They tell it like it is, but with love and compassion, and you love being in their presence. that person is living from their true self, and it feels so good to be around them, right? Again, we all want what they have. Now that you know the truth, you can have it too. It's been yours all this time, just waiting for you to find your way back to it. Decide today to start living from your true self on a consistent basis. The world needs the real you, your unique combination of gifts, talents, strengths, values, personality, and passions. If you want more help getting in touch with who you really are, just click on the link below and I'll send you some great free tools to help you do that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like it, where I give you the tools to crush it and take your life to a whole new level, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click on the bell icon to get notified when I upload a new video. And I upload videos every week. I hope you have an incredible day, and I'll see you in the next video.